how they say, I see you, girl. I see you, girl. Look at that. Robert, I see you. You. Good for you. Bless you.
Would the guests please be seated? He's already seated. Welcome, family and friends. We are here today to share and celebrate their wedding day with Robert and Jorganne. We gather in the presence of God to join in marriage this couple, Robert and Jorganne, and thus to bear witness to the transforming power of true love. We give thanks to God for Robert and Jorganne, for their open hearts and willing spirits that express to us this joyous occasion, not only now, but throughout the rest of their lives. Marriage is a lawful and holy estate, ordained by God for our welfare and happiness. When God created man, it wasn't long before he saw that it wasn't good for man to be alone. So from man's side, he brought forth woman, signifying the becoming of one flesh. Jesus himself honored and sanctioned marriage by the working of his very first miracle, converting the water to wine at the wedding feast in Cana in Galilee.
That's my boy.
The Apostle Paul declared marriage to be honored, and he gave instructions and encouragement to couples.
That's good.
In 1 Corinthians chapter 13, God, the author of love, had Paul write, "Love is patient, love is kind, love is never envious, boastful, or proud. It is not rude, self-seeking, or easily angered, keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, for if you love someone, you will always think the best of them, no matter what. Special gifts will someday come to an end, but three will remain: faith, hope, and love. And of course, the greatest of these is love. So Robert and Jorganne, as you encourage and nurture one another throughout the seasons of your life, may your love continue to grow and to deepen. For within the circle of love that has no beginning, no end, this is the day you marry your best friend. Robert, do you take Jorganne, whom you hold by the hand, to be your lawfully wedded wife, forsaking all others to keep yourself only unto her? And Jorganne, do you take Robert, whom you hold by the hand, to be your lawfully wedded husband, forsaking all others to keep yourself only unto him? And now we will do the traditional vows. I, Robert, take thee, Jorganne, to be my wedded wife. I promise to be your faithful and loving husband, in sickness or health, joy or sorrow, wealth or poverty, for as long as we both shall live. I, Jorganne, take thee, Robert, to be my wedded husband. I promise to be your faithful and loving wife, in sickness or health, joy or sorrow, wealth or poverty, for as long as we both shall live. Now, the traditional symbol of the wedding vows is the giving and the receiving of the rings. And being fashioned in a circle, they represent the endlessness of your love. May we please have the bride's ring presented to the groom. Robert, as you place the ring on her left hand, please repeat after me. Jorganne, I give this ring to you as a token and pledge of my constant faith and my abiding love. Can we please have the groom's ring presented to the bride? Jorganne, please repeat after me as you place the ring on his left hand. Robert, I give this ring to you
Robert, I give this ring to you
as a token and pledge
as a token and pledge
of my constant faith
of my constant faith
and my abiding love.
and my abiding love.
So Robert and Jorganne, as you wear these rings, may they encompass you with life, with strength, and with protecting love, thus fulfilling the perfect circle of devotion that makes you one. Marty will now read a special dedication on behalf of Robert and Jorganne.
I am honored to read this on behalf of Jorganne's mother. The whole thing in marriage is the relationship and yielding, knowing the functions, knowing that each is playing a role in an organism. Marriage is not a love affair. A love affair has to do with immediate personal satisfaction, but marriage is an ordeal. It means yielding, time, and knowing that each is playing a role. But marriage, that's why it's a sacrament. And you give up your personal simplicity to participate in a relationship. And when you're giving, you're not giving to the other person, you're giving to the relationship. And if you realize that you are in the relationship just as the other person is, then it becomes life-building, a life-fostering and enriching experience, not an impoverishment because you're giving to somebody else. This is the challenge of marriage. What a beautiful thing is a life together as growing personalities, each helping the other to flower rather than just moving into the standard archetype. It's a wonderful moment when people can make the decision to be something quite astonishing, unexpected, rather than the cookie mold products. No matter whom you tie your life to, you're going to find that person mysterious. There will be a lot that you didn't know about, or even the person himself didn't know about. And remember, the person is having the same problem in that relationship to you. Both are changing all the time. People have notion of what marriage ought to be and the marriage that they want. You can't have that and the adventure of a love marriage. It's got to be one or the other. And wherever love